Hi everyone and welcome to Valencia over here in match day 10 of this Fenix Trophy on our 2022-2023 season. Waiting to the game to begin, and right next to me over here, after I expect a great trip to Valencia, I have Mr. James Quinn. Hi James.
Well, hi Paco, and it's been wonderful to be here. My first time in Valencia.
Yeah.
Beautiful food last night. Great trip to an exhibition, museum painting, this morning, and it's a lovely city. I'm sorry I have to go in the morning to go back to do some work over back in England, but it's really nice and everybody's very welcoming, and looking forward to a good game.
Yeah, definitely, because I think actually the city has paid some kind of homage to FC United fans coming over here, because only a couple of days ago I was telling you earlier that we have an amazing atmosphere, weather. It was like full summer, and suddenly temperatures have suddenly dropped.
We brought the Manchester weather with us.
Yeah. We also have to tell everyone listening to us over at the YouTube link, and especially to FC United fans, which I believe that might be listening and watching the game in mass over there, because you have like a very passionate following, that we're right now in possibly one of the most historical venues over in Valencia, because actually, James, this was the riverbank. Back in the day, there was a river.
What, just here where the
yes,
pitch is?
Just here with the pitches. This was back in the day in 1957, the place where the river in Valencia, El Río Turia, overflooded. And it was quite the tragedy back in the day. So the river was directed over in another path. And here we have plenty of playing grounds. This one belongs to Club Deportivo Serranos. Here isn't the venue which Mestallistes use often to play their games, but you can see over here that the atmosphere, the facilities are excellent to congregate all of the FC United fans, which are, by the way, in my view, over 200, right?
Yes, that's great. Yeah, it's really good, and they've many of them been out in Benidorm getting warmed up, as you see, and over to our left in the bar, that's being very well attended, and there should be a good income for
yes.
for the bar.
Yes, they're going to be after the Fallas. This is like the the day was marked in red in the calendar for them, because they're going to sell all the beer available.
It's a 4G pitch, it's an artificial pitch.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not like the latest generation, but I have actually played over here, and Serranos is one of the most, as I said, historical schools. Football schools over here, academies, and I don't know, I think that the game is about to begin, only in a couple of minutes, so we should definitely tell our viewers the lineups. I believe that as the wayside, you should begin with the lineup being brought by FC United, which, by the way, has had quite a few problems in the last few days, because a couple of issues, health issues in this case, surrounding some of the players, right?
That's right. A flu bug has hit the team, and FC fans will know that affected the lineup at Marine on Saturday. So, but in goal, DJ Willen continues. Ethan Vaughan at number 2. 3 is Guy Hall. 4, Charlie Ennis, the skipper. 5, Jan Palinka. 6, Curtis Jones. 7, Alex Wallerton. 8, Michael Potts. 9, Max Kane. 10, Keegan Hartley. 11, Sandro da Costa from the academy. And then just a 3-player bench. Dante Gabidon, who isn't fully fit, James Deadman, and Tom Conroy, the coach. And so it's a very threadbare lineup for FC, and Neil Reynolds will be hoping that it can still do the job as the players start to come out.
Yes, there we have them. You can watch the game live over at the Fenix Trophy YouTube channel, and you can see over there, obviously, one of the banners which has marked Cuenca-Mestallistes' participation in the last 2 editions of this Fenix Trophy, making friends, not millionaires. And by the way, we should definitely talk about the home side lineup. We are going to play with Robert under the sticks, a line of back 4 with Ruben Bernal on the right, Fran on the left, Albi and Aitor as the central defenders. Ruiz is going to play as the anchor in the midfield, with Pedro and Bruna right next to him. Pepe and Luzan are going to be the wingers, and Carlos will be number 9 for Club Deportivo Cuenca-Mestallistes. We have to say that the atmosphere is rowdy, you know, possibly one of the best games which can be seen today over here in Valencia and possibly in the Valencian region.
Yeah, absolutely. And FC United have enjoyed this competition. FC, of course, winning the trophy last year and very anxious to retain. It's a couple of tough games with the Belgian side in the group, but FC prevailed. FC have 9 points in 3 games and will qualify for the final 4 in Italy in June. But hopefully by the time then, a lot of these players will be fit again, and FC will be able to put out a very strong lineup in Italy. A venue to be decided.
Yes, absolutely. We have to wait till the end of the match days during the competition. Remember that FC United won their 3 games, as we said earlier, against KSK Beveren over at Belgium with that 2-3 win, and obviously winning at home 4-1 against the Belgium side. And obviously 2 weeks ago with Cuenca-Mestallistes' visit over to Broadcast Park, it was I would say a very unleveled game. An easy way to say that.
FC certainly didn't show any mercy.
Yeah.
I thought when it got to about 8-0 or maybe they declare, as we say in cricket. So,
yeah, we are asking people over here asking James about the lineups and everything. Mr. James Quinn, who is, the voice of FC United's games. And we have right now, you might see over at the broadcast, some fans running around the pitch because, this is Fenix Trophy and people want to get as close as possible to the pitch. We have seen flares. We have seen some FC United fans, enjoying the time of their lives on this trip to Valencia. And everything's set. We have the referee over there trying to get everyone into the mood. Nothing is going to change. The side of the pitch has been set already, and we actually don't know who is going to be in place for the kickoff.
Yeah, and number 11, Sandro da Costa, great opportunity for him from FC's academy.
Yeah.
So a really nice opportunity for him to play in Europe tonight and to show what he can do. And he's a player with some poise and skill, and he's looked very promising, and we're very proud to bring him through. He's a player that the FC have developed themselves.
We have like the biggest members of the board right here, right next to us, because they want to listen to the broadcast of the game. So everything's set. 5 minutes after the expected kickoff time, Bruna is going to be in charge, and there we go. The game is on with a big slip by a Cuenca-Mestallistes player. Once again, the ball is for the away side.
And it comes down to Charlie Ennis. Charlie Ennis trying to get it through, but it's blocked. Plays out to the left-hand side. Ennis looking to switch the play now. Ethan Vaughan waits, but can't control it. Throw in to Metallistes.
And I have to say that we might have over here between 400 and 500 people in attendance, which is pretty great for the venue where we at right now. And Cuenca are in charge of the ball right now with the long play off to the wing, deflection by FC United, ball possession for the wayside.
And Palinkas, square ball to Vaughan. Vaughan, that's charged down neatly though, but Vaughan retrieves it, plays a good through ball, a good, lovely ball out there to Da Costa. Da Costa now into the box, puts on his left foot, tries one. Just not quite enough power there from Da Costa. Decent effort and a good save from Robert.
A great save for Robert, who definitely has warmed up pretty well and is already playing the ball with his defense, playing from the back, the build-up. Cuenca-Mestallistes with also many of their fans in attendance, and a slight worry for the keeper with that pass right behind. The ball is going to be a corner kick for the wayside.
A bit of a misunderstanding there,
yeah.
I think, between defender and keeper. And a chance for FC. Charlie Ennis, the dead ball specialist, FC, to kind of balloon this in from the right-hand side. Plenty of red shirts up there as FC look to take the initiative right at the start here. In the second minute. Ennis, far post. And well defended. It'll be a corner ball left-hand side this time. And FC. Some of the players, of course, arriving this afternoon, 4 o'clock, so haven't been here for very long. About 4 of the 5 players arrived yesterday. As Ennis prepares to take this one. Ennis himself, who hasn't been well, but has recovered enough to take part in this one. Right, a dangerous ball, and has it been scrambled in? It has, an FC.
What a save by Robert! Yes.
Well,
the referee was pretty close to the play, but actually United players didn't complain that much.
No, Robert did well there. It's Palinkas. Jones. That's floated for Da Costa. Now, can he keep this in? He's going to have to move quickly. Stopped it just by the corner flag there. And heavy tackle, corner ball.
The third one in 3 minutes.
Yes. So Ennis. Da Costa. Low cross in, but mopped up.
And now Cuenca-Mestallistes on the counter, but that long ball didn't find.
And dropping back there, Wallerton played in a number of positions. Played in a number of positions this season for FC. It's played back by Guy Hall.
By the way, on the place where the ball is being, passed around, you might see over there some banners with Peter Lim, which is Valencia's owner. You know that Cuenca-Mestallistes and Valencia have a very close relationship historically. And you can see right next to there, we are the owners. Yeah. You know, that banner right next to Peter Lim's
upside down
picture. And there are plenty of, similar stuff between these two sides.
That's a lovely ball there. All under pressure. Plays it down the line, Wallerton. Ball is dispossessed.
Now Cuenca-Mestallistes is trying to once again play the ball from the back, but they lose the ball possession very, very quickly.
And that's gone out for a goal kick. And I think that's the challenge for Cuenca. It's certainly true in the first leg, was trying to keep the ball, trying to keep possession, not just lobbing it out of defence back to FC. Tricky. Difficult game for Cuenca, but that's what they've got to aim to do.
Especially as they try to, replicate the way they play in their home competition every single weekend. Now with ball possession, trying to move it around Pedro. Oh, what an attempt!
And, well, Charlie Ennis saw Robert off his line, and, well, that was perfectly played, and FC with an early lead and a speculative goal. Great vision there from Ennis. And it's Cuenca 0, FC United 1.
FC United's captain has surprised absolutely everyone over here. Mainly the keeper, which was his target, but you could listen to the ohs from the crowd. And yes, the away side are on the lead. 1-0, 5 minutes in the first half. And now Cuenca-Mestallistes have much more difficult shot at winning this game, or at least getting out something positive.
Really was a great shot from Ennis. It's all very well seeing the opportunity, but to play that ball so perfectly, just under the bar, excellent work.
Seemed effortless from him.
Indeed, he's a dead ball specialist. Free kicks, corners, penalties.
Yeah.
So he's the player most equipped to play a ball like that.
And now the home side has the challenge of trying to at least frighten a bit FC United's defense. Great ball recovery over there in the midfield. The scrap, and right now the ball is for FC United once again. Cuenca-Mestallistes grabs the ball, and that was great by FC United defender. It was Jones, right?
Palinkas. So, Vaughan. Oh no.
Yeah, they have to take the ball.
Ball was moving, I think, in the opinion of the referee. And this cool night here, but a pleasant evening.
Yeah, and as you said, this Da Costa guy is, making the most of his chance.
Yes.
The biggest threat for the home side.
Michael Potts, former skipper of FC. He then took a few months off at the beginning of this season.
So he was an actual skipper.
He was the skipper for many years, but then he retired very temporarily, realised he made a mistake, and came back in the side a few months ago, and much needed. Throw in FC, and that will certainly have settled the visitors, that early goal. But that was a nice move by Cuenca a few moments ago that Palinkas broke up. Good interception. Hall, that's another throw in. It's quite a cool breeze.
Yes, as we said earlier, you know, this is quite, you know, it happens quite often over here at the riverbank, the former riverbank of Valencia's Turia River.
So you say the river was redirected?
Yes.
That must have been a huge operation.
Yes, that was amazing, you know. That happened after, anyone can check it out, by the way, over at Wikipedia. In 1957, the flood over here in Valencia.
And what's the name of the river?
Turia.
Turia.
It's very easy to remember because there's actually a beer with that name.
Oh, right.
Many FC United fans might know it, at least in the last 48 hours.
Are you suggesting that FC fans drink lots of beer?
Yeah, and or different names. Ball for for Cuenca-Mestallistes, trying to get closer.
That was a moment there where I felt the player did well to break up the play, take possession, but then sort of had a kind of very rushed shot. Maybe he could have held on to possession for a moment, looked for other options.
And there was a harsh foul over Victor Bruna, was the one complaining about. And once again, FC United are in charge. Cuenca-Mestallistes charging against FC United's goal, but the attempt was too poor, you know.
Surely the through ball.
Yeah.
For your number 9 was Carlos was the better option, I think.
Yeah. Once, you know, the home side gets to the 3/4 line, they always try to finish the play. That's one of the rules, by the way, by the manager, by the coach. Yeah. You just finish it, and you know, don't lose ball possession, because on the counter, FC United could finish the game. And you can see that the pressure is quite high, you know, from the beginning. As you might know, last weekend was, you know, the FIA's holidays over here. So most of the games being played in amateur football, like 6th, 7th division, they weren't played. So most of the players feel quite fresh, you know, with a hangover from the weekend and from the holidays, but not from, you know, getting tired because of the game. Great recovery by Cuenca-Mestallistes, and the attempt by Pepe wasn't successful. Once again, DJ Villan quickly delivering the ball to his teammates. That was a foul.
Keegan Hartley not enjoying that challenge, but
yeah, he got grabbed by the shirt. But you know, sportsmanship should, in any single game, but in these ones especially, because of the Fenix Trophy and the way this tournament is being played.
Vaughan nods it across. Ooh, and it bounced a little bit awkwardly, but Robert kept his eye on it.
Kane didn't have the faith to follow through.
Yes, and I thought Pepe again, good move down the left-hand side.
Yeah, he's very skilled, especially on take-ons one-on-one. As Pedro, number 20, over in the midfield. Shorter players, they tend to have that kind of quality. And now we have Luzan, the captain, with his move on the wing, and the tackle goes down, and it's going to be the first corner kick for Cuenca-Mestallistes. Let's see how the set pieces are going to, you know, being...
Are you strong on set pieces, Cuenca?
I would say that this season we've had more problems on the receiving end.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
But this is an opportunity, a set piece, you know. Good delivery, and so you can get in there first.
Hands up with the attempt on the first post and the deflection. And we have the second chance. And once again...
Well, excellent. 2 shots. Good defending from FC on the line, but this is shaping up to be a more even contest than we saw, 2
in the
weeks
first
ago.
game 2 weeks ago. Pedro was the player in charge of that second attempt. Once again to the first post and another deflection.
These are good corners.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're talking about, a left-footed specialist.
But he's putting them in just in the right area.
Problems for the keeper, who is huge, by the way. DJ Villen
He's
is
a young
like...
keeper, though. He's our reserve keeper. Lavacum is down with the flu, our main keeper.
Now trying to the far post. FC United on the defense. Let's see Bruna once again with the cross. Possibly the minutes with the most trouble for FC United, and Victor Bruna was just in the corner without the FC fans pressuring. That's why.
No, from both games, you're absolutely right. That is the strongest little period of play that Cuenca have had, and really come so close to scoring there. FC needing to be resolute in defence on the line.
As we talked earlier about this, whenever in Fenix Trophy the home sides always find it more trickier to perform at their usual level. Oh,
it's a lovely ball from Potts, but it's a little bit too much on it. Good alertness from Robert. Reacted well since conceding the goal.
Yeah, and you can see how the pressure is now high, both from the 2 attackers over there, Da Costa and Kane. So Cuenca-Mestallistes has to play the long ball.
Well, Ethan Vaughan claiming it was our ball, but it came off his back.
Vaughan seems to be like tough as nails.
Good work from Da Costa there. Ennis under pressure. Good pressing from Cuenca, forcing FC back. Curtis Jones out to Ennis. Oh, good looking ball. That Wallerton has pursued that. Wallerton at the byline. That's Guy Hall. Low cross in. But, Cuenca defence doing just enough. Throw in FC. We're coming up to the quarter of an hour mark. And it's Cuenca 0, FC United 1. Comes across there. It's going at it. Will go out for a corner ball. Shout out for Scarf. Scarf, great fan of FC, giving a big shout out to the Armchair Army. His first game, he's here. His first game since his brain op, and it's wonderful to see him back supporting FC. Spanish resident, of course. Corner FC. I think it's the 4th of the game so far. Good looking delivery, far post. Robert getting a palm to it, that was important. Oh, then Wallerton. Low cross in, switches the play. Ennis. Ennis flicks it across. Robert has to, and the ball is loose. And it's cleared. Well, Robert felt there that he was fouled.
Yeah, he's complaining quite a lot to the referee, but
quite lenient that. Normally, keepers do get the benefit of the doubt in those situations. Kane there was caught, and he stays down for a moment. Feels he was fouled, but down the other.
The ball is for Carlos on the quick break. Great pass, Da Costa closing in. Great defending by the FC United player, but there was an offside, and we see that. I believe Kane is now complaining to the ref.
Yeah, I think it was foul, but no, don't think there was that much in it. And good work from although the player was offside, Da Costa wasn't to know that, and he trapped back. Really good.
Yeah, good. He isn't afraid to put the work,
Yeah, that's right. Skillful player, but makes his recovery runs and so on. Here comes Michael Potts. Now Ennis.
You can see Hartley asking for his teammates to, you know, keep the ball just a bit longer.
Guy Hall flicks it in field, an attempted clearance, it goes airborne. First time ball, great first time ball. Ethan Vaughan now with a chance to put this in.
Whoa.
Far post, too much on it though, will be a throw in to Cuenca. You must be pleased so far. Just one extraordinary goal. And apart from that, Cuenca you know, but much more comfortable on home soil, it seems.
Yeah, he caught everyone by surprise. And since that goal, I think that the game has become much more balanced in both sides of the pitch. Now, once again, another foul for the home side, who are trying to not give up on their usual play style every single weekend. But, you know, there's actually, I think that most of the difference, both football-wise and also on a physical level, even though FC United have found themselves in trouble in the previous days because of that, those health issues, I think that you can see most of the players that they're higher, they're fitter, they are bigger overall.
Guy Hall.
Great ball.
Now Wallerton. And another corner for FC.
Once again, Albi, who is the one find it, you know, he's been busy on the first 18 minutes of the game, trying to deflect and keep clear the ball as much as he can. Another wave of FC United attack.
So another corner from the left-hand side. Ennis again. Near post but blocked.
Yet another one, I believe it's the 7th one in 19 minutes. Something's happening over there. The referee is talking to some of the players, to Robert, who is most of the time asking for more protection, I believe. But, you know, there's a huge height difference between the keeper.
He's not a big keeper,
nope.
Is he?
Very agile, but he finds himself in trouble in these kind of set pieces. That was a great save by Robert once again, but the pressure is high by the Red Rebels, right?
Yeah.
That's the nickname.
The Red Rebels.
And you can see it, very high pressure. Kane, Da Costa, Vaughan, so that Cuenca don't find themselves comfortable, but they were able to squeeze themselves out of that tight spot. Luthan. Oh, he tried a sneaky nutmeg over there.
Wins a throw.
Ruben Bernal, Luthan, long ball, and once again Carlos in offside position. And you can see there, you know, only one attacker with 4 defenders. It's going to be tough. Very tough for Carlos.
At Jones's hand there. Accidental, but that's the rules these days. handball rule changes.
Remember back then when those kinds of things happened, and you could continue the play, you know. Another dead ball. Victor Bruno in charge of taking it, and it's in.
God, and that's an equaliser.
And it's in, number 9, Carlos, for the home side. The first goal by Cuenca-Mestallistes against FC United in over 110 minutes. That was a great set piece. You know, half of the goal, over half of the goal is the way Bruna took it.
Wow.
And the fans are delighted after the level, the draw by Cuenca-Mestallistes. 21st minutes of the first half. We have a draw over in the Serranos ground in Valencia.
Well, FC, well, I think the neutral, and I think some FC fans won't be too disappointed to see that, because it will make a contest of this. But FC trying to respond very quickly. through that to Costa, but good defending.
Da Costa might be the biggest headache for the defense for most of the game. You know, he's much more mobile. Kane has that kind of reference, the reference player.
Good work.
Good recovery by Cuenca-Mestallistes Pedro. Once again, Pepe with the one-on-one. Oh! Yeah, and you can listen definitely to Bogan saying that he did touch the ball.
His foot was high, and I think the referee wisely not taking any action. It was it was there to go for, and I don't think too much damage
was
done.
A bit rough, but, you know, clear foul. Ball possession for the home side. And another finish by Carlos inside the box. Finding it easy to finish the plays.
That was a good skill, you know, taking that on the volley. Really difficult on the turn. And FC have been given a real warning, a few warning signs, the equaliser and that little manoeuvre.
Obviously, there's quite a long time ahead of us. many minutes yet to be played, but as we said earlier, you know, the bench today for the Wayside isn't that populated.
It is. FC United's next game, home to Mask on Saturday, a home game.
Hopefully with most of the players fit, right?
I mean, if not, then a few academy players will be maybe pressed into service, but we shall see.
Great
FC
pressure.
Under pressure, good pressing.
Pepe on the run, Bruno on the run. 3 Cuenca players trying to steal the ball from the opposition.
I think Carlos was a little bit disappointed that Pepe didn't anticipate the header and just time his run.
The head pass was great, but he didn't read properly the play. Oh! Yes, so it had to happen eventually. The commentator's box being, you know.
Yeah, we're in a very vulnerable position here.
At least once we're going to get, you know, hit by a ball. That is going to happen, definitely. Oh!
DJ Willen under pressure.
And he was very lucky with the deflection, you know. The ball is once again for FC United, but you can see that, at least on the physical level, Cuenca-Mestallistes are feeling themselves powerful, very fit, and with a very high pressure.
It really has settled Cuenca. The goal, playing with a real freedom.
Yeah, some fans over here are saying that definitely Fallas are over, and that's why they are finding themselves, you know, fully fit. This game 7 days ago would have been, you know, a landslide for FC United. That's the second ball, which comes very close to our current location. Seems to me like it's Da Costa against the world, you know. He's trying to do everything. Great pass.
Here's Wallerton. Tries to get contact on that, but it's well defended.
Bogan has a cannon instead of a leg.
Vaughan, yes. Player down for Cuenca. Taking a blow in the face there.
Victor Bruna hurt, possibly with a, you know, slap on his face. He's complaining now about the elbow.
Get a pat on the back from Michael Potts. It's going to be a drop ball.
I believe ultimately the ball is going to be for the away side because they were in possession, I believe.
What's a uncontested drop ball right near the end of the area, which gives FC a great opportunity here. But Cuenca getting a foot. Da Costa out on the left now. That's an inviting looking chip pot.
Oh!
Superb cross from Sandro Da Costa. Beautifully taken by Michael Potts. FC back in the lead. And but what I thought was unusual was the referee when a drop ball is uncontested. Normally the defence would clear the ball for then FC to have the ball in their own half.
Yes, but
it was almost like a free kick there.
Yes, because the ball was in FC United's possession, and I believe that I think it was this season or the season before the rules were changed, and as the ball was in FC United's possession, that's why it was uncontested, and that's why FC United was able to keep playing on the forward, on the attack.
I suppose what I'm saying though is that even when an uncontested ball is that the defending team kicks it back into FC's possession. You don't allow an uncontested drop ball. You don't allow an uncontested drop ball right on the edge of the area like that.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky situation for Cuenca, but FC 2-1 in front.
And the finish by Potts was beautiful.
Oh, FC looking to make it 3. Robert, fine defence, needed to be. Fine save.
And it's starting all over for Cuenca-Mestallistes after all of the work being done to level the game. It's once again in FC United's hands. Look at the pressure.
But of course, 2 weeks ago it was about 4-0 by this time.
By this point, yes.
So, as we've said, much more of a...
We have a game, which is great.
Yeah.
The best way to celebrate this kind of event, especially with over 200 FC United fans in the stands.
Good tackle there, and Keegan Hartley fouling there as he lost possession and tried to recover it. Well, that was a good idea, but Carlos would have been offside.
You can see that most of the plays, they have different profiles in the midfield. Bruna is the one in charge of those long balls. And Pedro is the one trying to do the take-ons much quicker. Great ball, great pass.
Kane. Max Kane's got Ethan Vaughan coming up behind him. Vaughan looking for a far post cross. Da Costa waits, controls it with his stomach. And ball bouncing around awkwardly. Delivers it to Guy Hall. Vaughan running tenaciously there, but Robert able to collect comfortably.
You can see the depth of the, of the left backs, right backs from FC United. That possibly the main difference in this game. In advantage for the wayside.
Good work from Carlos again, but broken up. Now Ennis. Sandro Da Costa dispossessed.
Oh,
it back. Oh, slips his man very neatly there. Nice ball down the left flank, but good defending
by Ruben Bernal, who is having a very long night ahead of him with Da Costa now terrorizing the left wing.
We played just over half an hour as Vaughan plays that too strongly. It's a goal kick to Cuenca. Tell us briefly what this festival you just had. What does it celebrate?
Fallas.
Fallas, just simply Fallas, yeah.
Fallas possibly is the greatest, holiday over here. One of the greatest.
For Valencia
in
or for
Spain. Yes.
For Spain.
Only in Valencia city obviously, and cities surrounding it. But yeah, we celebrate Saint Joseph Father's Day, March 19th, and we have celebrations between March 1st and March 19th. So we have, the usual tropes: Mascleta, midday, all of the Fallas monuments. And it's actually great because plenty of, English folks come over here to enjoy the 20 days of celebrations. But the following day is often, the biggest hangover you can imagine.
Good through ball.
Most of the clapping from Mestallistes fans is coming from the fact that they are trying to play the way they played on weekends.
Yes.
Not trying to change anything of their play style in order to get the better result. Because it would be much easier to just, play long balls. Carlos, that's an offside. He's just at the edge.
Yeah, Carlos, he does really, exactly as you say, he just wants to stay on the shoulder and just beat the offside trap, but he's not quite timing the runs to perfection so far, but he has that goal.
So far, the centre backs are doing a great job in that sense. Always that tiny step forward, leaving the striker on the offside position.
Throw in FC. 2-1 they lead.
So far, we have one of the greatest news is that we haven't had like a loose ball outside the ground, which should happen at some point.
Yes.
And you might see they have already left, but we are between two bridges, and many people who are around the city just strolling around, they keep themselves over there watching the game, which was one of the advantages of playing here.
Great under pressure. Well won there by Cuenca.
Pedro, long ball. So one of the questions is, are we going to see on the second half some of the coaching staff playing?
It's likely. I mean, Tom Conroy, Jimmy Deadman, very likely to be. Depends on the situation in the match. If it's still close, he might keep the same 11 on, but he won't want to. But we'll just follow the play here. And that's gone out for a corner ball. Yeah, Neil Reynolds won't want all the players to play a full 90 minutes because many of them travelling today, tired, and then another travelling back, then another game on Saturday.
Yeah, so not the best case scenario.
No.
I believe we're already on the 10th or 11th corner kick for FC United.
Potts, far post, and that will be throw in. Or Wallerton wants it. Potts is available. Wallerton surrounded by the corner flag.
You see three players surrounding him.
Here comes Ennis. Hartley. Here's Vaughan. Dangerous ball in. And defended and cleared.
Oh, great recovery there. Carlos is a fighter.
Really impressing tonight. Well, the Costa's ball was a good one, but it needed somebody to be just be more alert, gambling, anticipating.
Yeah, and we had just before Ennis complaining about a potential handball, but I believe that the centre back deflected with his head, so the referee decided that the game should go on. It's Palinkas in charge of delivering the ball to the keeper.
One thing that's becoming clear to me is that Ethan Vaughan, isn't it, right back in front of us here, incredibly vocal player. Quite a young player, but he's really recommending what players should be doing, saying quicker, move it quicker. Da Costa anyway on the left-hand side. No, it's Hall.
Yeah, he likes to have that kind of rapport with the teammates.
But he's on loan at the moment. He's only been with us a few games, so he seems to have established a voice, shall we say, a voice of some authority.
Yeah, but based on these 36 minutes, I think that he has the presence, he has especially the endurance, running up and down, great defending. a cannon in his right leg. So I would say in this case, Bogan and Da Costa are the two players which are impressing me the most, and obviously the goal scored by Ennis, which is, and it's not disrespect to him, but we haven't seen him further. You know, he scored a great goal, and he hasn't had that much of an impact.
He does a lot of the unsung work in the midfield, you know, the donkey work.
Dirty work.
But,
yeah.
But it's into the two midfielders who provided the goals for FC.
Pepe trying to get in control of the ball. Once again, Bogan. Possibly the most interesting pair-up of the game. You know, Pepe against Bon, always trying the take-ons one-on-one. And it is the third ball which comes frighteningly close to our location.
Consider that sort of squeal of anguish from Potts there as he almost gave the ball away in a dangerous position.
Victor Bruna was yelling like so lucky with the recover ball.
Potts. Oh, look at that run from Ethan Vaughan. He takes it well. Left-footed shot across. Chance here. Shot and defended well. Saved well.
Ken with a chance to, I wouldn't say kill the game this early, but it would definitely be very tough for Cuenca-Mestallistes to come back after a third one.
That's what we say, put some daylight between ourselves and the opposition. So corner ball right-hand side, FC United. Throw in, I beg your pardon.
Throw in.
Cross coming in and another throw in. I think Cuenca would be very happy to go in just 2-1 down.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the boss over at the sidelines might be happy with it. And we have the first ball outside the ground.
I think
that was going to happen eventually.
Somebody's going to retrieve it, I think.
Yeah, the main issue is trying to get there before someone else. Because that ball won't be recovered if not. Ennis.
As FC look to extend their lead here. Something was going on that the referee didn't like.
It seemed a foul on the, or maybe the ball went outside with the curved ball. So once again, Cuenca-Mestallistes playing and building it from the ground up. But you can see now that the levels of energy are not the same.
Ennis straight at the keeper. You would expect to work the keeper more than that. Paul Charlie Ennis. 4.5 minutes to go to half-time. FC with a 2-1 lead.
Busy night for Robert. Busier than DJ Billen, definitely. One thing that Aitor stamped on Kane's foot.
Really?
Pedro. Victor Bruna. Oh, the great pass. That was very, very tight.
Flag is up.
That was a coin toss of a play, you know. It was just in the edge.
Hall. Back to Potts, who is hurried into a back pass to Willen. And Jones. It's a nice looking ball now, Max Kane. Oh, but he can't get there. Goal kick. Your coach will be pleased.
Yes,
So
I
far.
believe so, yes. especially as some fans, you know, most of the FC United people coming to the game had been chanting the whole first 40 minutes, but they suddenly went silent. I think that they might be drinking something to recover some energy.
I think you may be correct.
Yes.
Paco. We should say that Paco, his wife, is pregnant, and the
Yes.
baby is due today. He could disappear at any minute.
At any minute, I have like my phone right next to me, and should it suddenly start vibrating very, very hard, I will, you know, just stand up and leave as quickly as possible. Because I'm enjoying the company and enjoying the game, but the wrath of my wife will be incredible.
Oh, you have to be there for that.
I have to be there. Oh, something happened there. Palenka. He's been massive at the back. Most of his plays have been perfect.
Palinkas?
Yes.
Yeah. Young player developing all the time. Oh, Da Costa ever so good there.
Once again, Kane. Kane is getting fed up with the referee.
He may just be getting more fed up that he's not quite finding the space. And
very fiery, right?
Yeah, but just over a minute to go to the interval.
And I believe we're going to have like special guests during the halftime, right?
I think Steve Wood will be hopefully joining us. FC's resident radio pundit, very focused on the game at the moment.
Biting his nails because you guys won the 4 out of 4 and get into the final 4 with the full 12 points. Once again, another set piece for FC United.
So could be a chance now for FC to make it a 2-goal cushion here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, players dancing inside the box.
And the referee wants everybody to calm down. Ethan Vaughan, who we've been speaking about him, strong character, and
Vaughan is in every single play. He's all around the place.
It comes, but it's not a great one from Ennis.
Nope.
Very unusual. Charlie Ennis not beating the first man there, but well defended.
Let's see, because we're getting to the 45th minute. I don't think that the referee is going to add an extra minute or two. I don't think so. This might be the last play of the first half.
And 3 goals, but no physios. Ennis down the left flank. And there goes the half-time whistle.
The first half is over. Let's remember and recap what happened with the opening goal by Charlie Ennis. A great finish from the, I would say from the kickoff point mainly. Later, Cuenca-Mestallistes was able to level the game. Carlos scored in the 25th minute, and finally, Potts was the one in charge of scoring in the 28th to put the 2-1 in advance. The away side ahead in this first half between Cuenca-Mestallistes and FC United.
Well, I'll hand my mic over to Stephen Wood for a moment there for his observations. Good game, Steve.
It's not bad, actually. Yeah, it's been very competitive. Don't ask me about the home goal. I went for a wee, so I didn't see it. So professional we are here.
Okay, Steve, so a couple of questions regarding especially how you're spending the time over here the last few hours in Valencia. We'll speak later about the game, but how has been the trip? Are you having fun?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's my 3rd time here. I've been here 3 times to Valencia.
It's become a classic trip for you, right?
Well, yeah. It's 20 over 20 years since last time I was here, though, and I've been to 2 games at Mestalla when Man United played in the Champions League 2 seasons. So I've been on the tour today. I went on the tour of the stadium today. That was good. That was good.
What did you enjoy the most of your hours here in the city?
Aside from,
all of the atmosphere.
This wonderful spectacle of football in excellence.
I'm sure
it's a lovely city. I mean, it's a lovely city. You know, the old town's great, but you've got the modern side with the shops, and then obviously you've got the old town. It's a classic city. So it's a lovely place. It's a lovely place.
I have to ask you about the. I was talking earlier with James about the current predicament for Valencia, which has a very strong bond with Cuenca-Mestallistes. Back in the day, Cuenca-Mestallistes was like the B team for Valencia, and that's why many Valencia fans have resorted to Cuenca-Mestallistes lately because of all of the management surrounding
the Peter Lim stuff. Yeah.
And you guys know definitely what is, to have owners who don't respect what a team really is, right?
And that's just FC United. I'm joking. Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised. I'll be honest with you. I'm glad you said this because I bought a cap today and I took it off. I didn't know if I was disrespecting by wearing a Valencia hat. So it's in my bag actually. I didn't realise that, but. When I went over to the stall over there, there's leaflets on there about.
It's the other way around. There's a very strong bond between
go home. Yeah, absolutely.
These two teams.
Yeah, so more power to your elbow here. More, let's be honest. Like as you say, we know what that's all about, and hopefully you could get good crowds and try and build momentum for yourselves here, really.
Yes, and I have to say that most of Mestallistes fans have FC United as possibly the perfect example of what we aim to be eventually.
Maybe the example. I wouldn't use the word perfect. Maybe the example.
Maybe one of the best examples.
I know what you mean. No, absolutely. I mean, fan-owned football is not easy, and it's certainly not perfect, but it means something to the people. And that's what you've got to work towards. And hopefully these two games that we've played, obviously the game in Moston and obviously the game tonight, hopefully, it builds ties between the clubs and strengthens all that, really.
And to finish, what do you expect from the second half?
If I'm being honest, I expect probably, maybe not 12, but I think it's just probably a fitness thing. I mean, to be honest with you, I think the players we've got on the pitch are the players who'll play pretty much the 90 minutes. That's pretty much what we've got. Maybe one change. But I think the fitness will tell. I think it may, I think there'll be a few more goals yet. But who knows? It won't be 12. At least it won't be like it was the other week. At least.
And hopefully, most of the squad will be fit for the weekend. After all of the bug stuff and health issues.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But end of the day, the result doesn't really matter in this tournament. It's more about just building the friendships and the relationships between the clubs. Let's be honest, and that's the primary. If you win it like we did last year, that's great. We all have good trips to, Warsaw and wherever, and Rimini or wherever it's going to be. But it's about getting clubs together and bringing clubs and and encouraging and reinforcing the fan-owned ethos of football.
Yeah. And I think that this kind of tournament, second edition, the first one was a rousing success. And in this one, we had the luck of facing against possibly one of the, as I said earlier, best examples of fan-owned football. Yeah, maybe. He's very modest.
I'm just realistic, that's all.
Yeah. Humble man.
I don't know about that. Yeah, it's a good game. I'm enjoying the game. At the end of the day, we were all there at Broadhurst Park the other week, and it's not really a contest. You don't really. I said, my wife's not with me tonight. She normally comes, but she's not come on this trip. And I said to her that night,
he's trying more things.
There's nothing to enjoy. You sat there and you just clap, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
Tonight there's a bit more competitiveness going on, and it's a better game. And it's only 2-1, and anything can happen. It can happen. Anything can happen.
That's the headline towards the second half. Anything can happen between Cuenca-Mestallistes and FC United. David, it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
No, absolutely, thank you very much.
And we're going to do a just slight break, a couple of minutes, okay? And we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second half of this game between Cuenca-Mestallistes FC United, 2-1, winning the away side. Okay, so we are back here at Valencia in the Club Deportivo Serrano's ground with this game, second half, about to get ongoing between Cuenca-Mestallistes and FC United. Remember, the away side winning 2-1 after the first 45 minutes. We have already one sub. We have a change under the sticks. Robert left the home side, and now Dennis is going to be the goalkeeper for Cuenca-Mestallistes. Remember, this is Paco Polit commenting on this game, and we also have James Quinn with me. Hi James, once again, and we're ready to go.
Okay, well, FC to get things back going, and of course some signs of Neil Reynolds may not have been entirely delighted with what he's seen so far from what we gather.
Yeah,
but
our trusty sources told us that he wasn't happy with the first half.
So off we go. Ennis, Vaughan, and that's Dennis now on as substitute goalkeeper.
Yeah, only after 8 seconds he got in touch of the ball. And once again, Cuenca-Mestallistes trying to play the way they often do every single weekend. They lose the ball. Da Costa. That was Luzan. By the way, Mestallistes captain. He hasn't had that much, spotlight in the first half, but very talented player, also a veteran of the team. Victor Bruna, lost ball once again.
Vaughan, far post, and Kane tried to get on the end of it, couldn't quite do so. Da Costa was coming behind him.
You see, every ball cross is like the most powerful one. I think that he was able to regulate a bit. He would get the most of every single cross he does.
So throw into FC at scoreline. Cuenca-Mestallistes 1, FC United 2 in the beginning of this second period.
So far we had a bit scrappy beginning of the second half. Da Costa.
Da Costa there, but tackled. On the turn there was Hartley, couldn't quite control it. Now Da Costa gets it back. Good pressing from Cuenca. Now Wallerton. Good overlap now, Vaughan. Can he keep this one in? He can, but he can't get any purchase on the delivery, and a comfortable collection for Dennis.
The surface of the pitch didn't do him any favors in that pass. It was a very difficult cross once again, so ball possession is for the home side. Good pressure by Da Costa. Carlos fighting for the ball. So far we haven't seen like 2 passes straight from any single team.
So, chance now for Ennis to float one in.
This is a great chance for FC United.
So, centre-backs have gone up. Just a little bit too far for Ennis to have a pop from here. And that's well met, but a comfortable catch for the reserve keeper. Player down though.
I believe it's Pepe, who got run over by FC United defenders. You see, that's why we saw it in the first half. The referee decides to stop the game for trying to get some help for the player down, and that's why he later delivers the ball to the team who was in ball possession.
As a possession lost though. Real and he puts it wide. Chance for Keegan Hartley there. Be disappointed. He did well to, good alertness for him to get the ball, but not able to complete the manoeuvre.
Now Wallerton on a great pressure.
Jones. Vaughan wanted that ball. Shout out CJ. He's got the ball now. He's under pressure. Throw in FC. Curtis Jones. Left hand side, Guy Hall. Da Costa. Through there. And here comes Charlie Ennis. Ennis flicks it forward nicely. Good attempt at a back heel there from Kane, but he doesn't find his man.
Risky move.
No, and Da Costa is caught. The free kick is given. Remember, Da Costa a bit unlucky there. The free kick has gone against him.
Yeah.
And he's been caught back then. He stays down.
Before, I think he was grabbed by the shirt, and he was already on his way to the ground, and he took Da Costa with him.
Making sure he's okay.
What age is Da Costa?
Da
What age is he?
I think 19, I think.
One of the youngest players, right, of the squad. He didn't have enough faith on that long ball. Rubén Bernal, number 14, right back for Cuenca-Mestallistes, once again building the play from the ground up. FC United.
Potts. Quite a stiff breeze now, going right across the ground into our faces. As Ennis tries a long raking ball down that right hand side. Vaughan trying to get it there, and Dennis with a slightly risky move. Vaughan with a shot, great cover there. The ball still loose, and Cuenca get it away. And Jones under pressure from Carlos.
I believe that Neil Reynolds' speech at the halftime might have had some sort of effect, because FC United seems much more focused in this second half, at least in the first 6 minutes.
It is Ennis. Ennis. Here comes Michael Potts, but he's well tackled. To throw in FC. Ennis, again being pressurised and fouled in the end.
The captain has quite the temper, right?
Well, he was put under pressure there. Chance now. Oh, good save by Dennis, and in the end, he does well to cling on to it. Good work.
Yeah, so far Dennis has been pretty spotless in every single play where he had to intervene. So
is he the second choice keeper then?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the sub for Robert, who is the starter for most of the games. But as we said earlier, the manager wanted most of the players to have their chance in such a delightful game for the team.
And yeah, we should make that clear. That's not a tactical substitution. It's no reflection on Robert. It's just what the coach wanted for his two keepers to have 45 minutes each.
Yeah, I believe we're going to see much more subs in the following minutes.
Guy Hall defending to do. That's gone out of play though. Throw in.
I'd say that Hall has also been quite impressive in his defending. Most of the chances for Cuenca-Mestallistes came from the opposite end of the pitch.
He's a player who's really developed. Young player, came from Fullwood Amateurs, who are 2 tiers below FC. But he's getting more.
Oh, here he comes.
And and saying how well he's developed, and then he miscues a clearance. The commentator's curse.
At least this one we saw it coming.
Bernal with the throw.
It was a foul over Ruiz, trying to block the pressure by Da Costa, also the pressure by Hartley. It's a foul for Cuenca-Mestallistes.
Oh, this is a local referee? No, is known
yes.
Known to yourselves?
One of the, I would say, 4th division referees. And the ball goes outside the ground. Nope.
What is the league position of Cuenca? In the table?
Mid-table.
Mid-table.
Unfortunately, we've been fighting this season to try to once again promote to Primera Regional, which would be similar to 7th tier football, but many unsuspected defeats in the last few minutes, they have damaged all of the choices and the chances of promotion.
Here's Guy Hall blocked. 10 minutes of the second half gone, so 35 minutes to play. Cuenca-Mestallistes 1, FC United 2. Anyone just joining us? FC took the lead. Charlie Ennis, superb long shot, saw the keeper slightly off his line, perfectly judged. And a fine equaliser from Carlos. And then a lovely cross from Sandro da Costa provided the chance for a fine finish from Michael Potts. All goals in the first half.
Actually, both goals by FC United were impressive. I wouldn't be able to choose one from the other, you know. That was a handball. Complaints
Wallerton doesn't like that decision. He felt there's nothing he could do. But as we know, the handball rule has been tightened.
Yeah, you have two choices, you know, to shut up about it or to just chop your arms off. And the second one is not like the best course of action.
Let's chip forward. Carlos, is he onside?
Oh.
But he's driven wide. Good work from Guy Hall. Da Costa. Good work there. FC bringing it down the left. That's a good speed from Da Costa. But doing just enough there was Lausanne. Just used his shoulder effectively.
Yeah. That was some quality play by Hall over there. You know, very nifty trick. Getting out of the pressure and playing, associating with Da Costa. Both wings have been the highlights for FC United.
Ethan Vaughan. Can this ball come across? Wallerton takes it down, can't get the shot away.
And you can see the difference, especially in the second half, that most of the game has been played in Mestallistes' side of the pitch. Most of the pressure has been taking place over there. Mañana hablamos.
It's the champagne flowing just a few feet away.
Oh, really?
The FC
it's true.
The FC dignitaries, so called.
Yeah, I guess we should remain as professional as we can.
Oh, well, we certainly will.
I was this close to ask, you know, for a small glass of it. Later. Once we finish our job.
DJ Willen, Curtis Jones. Now Vaughan. Well defended.
Oh.
Goes down, and it is a free kick to FC. Vaughan remaining down for a moment, but it's quickly taken.
His teammates didn't wait for him.
That's Keegan Hartley, I think, with that, and Guy Hall will do well to keep this in, but he manages to do so. Defending to do. And that ball blasted unceremoniously away. Throw in FC by the corner flag, left-hand side.
Yeah, the fans were at risk there.
There's Potts. Ethan, oh, it's a decent looking cross. Wallerton can't find the right that was a perfect cross. It really was from Ethan Vaughan. And Wallerton, it's one of those where you almost need to flick it with your eyebrows a bit, you know, not put too much on it. But
also a very smooth transition by Potts, who, by the way, and I've seen it, that it caught my eye that FC United don't really attempt long range shots. You know, they always try to build up from the place from the wings, trying to cross it inside the box and finish it.
That's right. We just one off his exception tonight when
the first minute
launched its 50-yarder,
and one was enough, more than enough.
But you're right. Well, we've come now to the hour mark, and it's still just a 1-goal advantage, 2-1 FC lead in what was billed as a straightforward contest for them. Foul there.
Yep, by Pepe. I was thinking that DJ Villan must be bored in the second half, you know. Absolutely zero chances to show his craft. Potts. Great move there by Jones.
The shape of Cuenca is pretty effective.
I think that they are holding together, trying to course correct what happened 2 weeks ago when they dissolved, you know, after allowing a couple of goals in, and it became a bloodbath, you know. But today, you know, things are looking quite different after 60 minutes of game already.
Goofed away by Willen. So Max Kane battling for this ball. A real tussle there. And Albie there goes in with a pretty heavy challenge there. So Albie
kept chasing him for almost 30 meters. He didn't want to leave the striker.
He did not want to give that one up, did he?
And ultimately, FC United have a great chance to score the third. Possibly the best spot of the ground to take a dead ball with your own fans, you know.
That's right, yeah. Akin to a corner, this one. Delivery, but good defence. Second ball picked up by Wallerton. Wallerton, it was kind of neither one thing nor the other, that from Alex Wallerton. Throw in.
And now I expect the away side to press on that throw-in, but they didn't. Pedro, good move over there, playing at the back. The ball was out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for FC United.
Shake of the head from Curtis Jones there, a few feet away. Valinkas.
I'll ask you later in about 20 minutes about your MVP for the game.
Yeah.
Because I think we have quite a few candidates.
Mm-hmm. Now Wallerton, he needed a quick delivery. Couldn't make that there, Alex Wallerton. Good work on the left-hand side, Keegan Hartley, but he loses possession. But Hartley there really determined and eventually plays it back to Villan.
Pepe is this close to giving up on all of his attempts. And by the way, we have a couple of Cuenca-Mestallistes players ready to come in. Navas and Pedro ready right next to the dugout.
Max Kane does well into the box. Kane, it's good work from him. He goes down. Oh, well, it's given us a penalty.
Yes.
Slightly delayed reaction there. There was contact. It looked as though Kane was going to stay on his feet, but then and went down sort of in installments, as they say.
Yeah, he tried seeing it through and finishing the play. He couldn't. The referee pointed at the penalty spot, and this is the greatest chance for FC United to...
And Max Kane has been entrusted with this normally. Ennis would take the penalties, but Kane, the man of foul on this occasion, is going to get the chance to put FC 3-1 in.
That's the rule, right? You get the foul, you get the pen.
No, it's a rule. It's a very unusual thing. But here comes Kane, and it's very relaxed there. Sends the keeper the wrong way, and FC can breathe a little easier as they go into a 3-1 lead with 25 minutes to go.
And with this goal, Kane, I won't say that caps the game, because we still have, as you said, 25 minutes to go, but things are getting nigh impossible for Cuenca-Mestallistes. Regardless, the fans are clapping at their players, and we have the subs coming in, as we said, Navas and Pedro coming in, and Guerrero coming in too. So we have number 11 Navas coming in, and also number 7 Guerrero. And we'll try to check out the way the team is going to switch their play style, at least their tactics.
And Hartley there, but it'll be a free kick. Has Carlos gone off?
Yes.
Oh, surprising.
In the second half, he didn't have that kind of presence as he did in the first one. That's why Guerrero, Alejandro Guerrero, number 7, and now wearing the...
So he'll lead the line now, will he? He'll be your main striker. Number 7. Here comes Jones. Guy Hall. Da Costa, the idea was right, and well, handball given. Jones. Oh, and well, Potts dummying it to no one in particular, and it's a speculative attempt this time from Metallistas, but that doesn't quite have the same success as the one from Ennis.
Not the same level of accuracy that Ennis had in the first few minutes of the game. And remember, those first subs during this second half for Cuenca-Mestallistes. Carlos left the pitch, number 9. In came Guerrero with number 7. Also a forward. You can see them pressing. And also Pepe with the 17 on his back left, and Navas, number 11, came in.
Ennis on the right hand side. Da Costa, can he pick this up? Oh, nice back heel, good skill. But, Wallerton is trying to rescue this, but good defending. FC have it back there. Wallerton on the turn now. Potts, left-footed shot, it's blocked. Guy Hall, Keegan Hartley. And the ball has gone out for a goal kick.
There was a very good pressure by Pedro, trying to get the opposition to force them straight into a...
Oh, and FC winning that. Chance for Wallerton. Good save, Dennis. Rebound, though. And Max Kane gets his second. Well, that was a mistake at the back. And that's just what Cuenca didn't want, having just gone 3-1 down. And that really does, I think, put FC out of sight.
Kane with the brace. Big mistake by Cuenca-Mestallistes with the build-up from the back. And I was checking out the assistant to see a potential, offside position, but he was in line. clear from that offside, and Kane already has his second goal of the night.
Unlucky for Dennis. The first save was good, but needed a bit of assistance there to keep the ball out for the second time.
But you definitely can see that FC United came on a much more serious note in the second half.
Potts, the Costa takes it on his chest very skillfully, but is dispossessed. But Ennis gets it back. Guy Hall. Potts. Oh, lovely work there. It's not
classy move.
Not something you often see from Michael Potts, but good work. Now it's Guy Hall.
Great pass.
Ball there, Vaughan, a low one in. Good defence. The voice of Neil Reynolds ringing out in the Valencia night sky. And Willen there, good alertness, comes out.
Yeah, not the best conditions right now for Alejandro Guerrero, mostly on his own.
And Wallerton tried one there, he had options. Trying to win it back now. Da Costa felt he was fouled. Well, he appeals to the referee, and the referee then gives the foul, which is...
And the first booking of the game, it was for Ruiz.
Well, this may be within range for Ennis to have a go.
Yeah, definitely he went straight into the... right next to the ref. He asked for the ball, he demanded the ball, and he's ready to attempt what would be the fifth goal. More subs, ready. It's the final two players for Cuenca-Mestallistes, Pedro and Ciscar, ready to come in. Rubén Bernal, Mestallistes is right back, and also Ruiz, the player who got booked only a few seconds ago, are leaving. Bernal, number 14, Ruiz, number 12, and in come Ciscar with number 15 and number 3, Pedro.
So that's a full deck from Metallistes. But here comes the free kick. Oh, and it's all parried away by Dennis. And what did Dennis step outside the area to handle that?
And just I got word of Ciscar being in the same situation as I am right now.
Oh, really?
His wife, you know.
So if he goes off, you'd be down to 10 men.
He might get the phone call, you know, mid-game.
Anyway, here we go. Ennis, far post, Jones heads it across, and it's number 5.
There was a deflection, right, just in front of the keeper. But I think we can...
I think Curtis would like to claim that, but 5-1 now for FC. And after that...
I think we can give the goal. We can deliver. Curtis Jones as the scorer.
With 17 minutes to go, and FC now with a 5-1 lead. Full steam ahead, Italy. Credit, though, to Cuenca.
I believe that the game has been quite different, you know, to the one played at the beginning of March.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, seems to be, and there's an injury.
Yeah, I think that the battle for the heading, I think that Curtis Jones headed the ball but took away with him anyone who was in close vicinity.
And, well, this is unfortunate. I hope the player's okay. And timing obviously not good for Cuenca, having just completed their 5 substitutions. But a little bit of concern down there.
Yeah, definitely no subs available in case the player could continue, but hopefully he's going to recover.
Just over a quarter of an hour to go at the moment.
And I believe even though the game is right now stopped, the referee will have mercy of us, you know, because it's suddenly become very cold over here. The river might not be, you know, flowing with water, but definitely the weather is very similar.
How far away is the river now then, when it got diverted?
Quite away.
So
you know,
what,
it's like
kilometers?
Quite a few kilometers. It's right surrounding the city in some sort of highway. And actually, you have the highway and the river just below.
It must have been extraordinary.
Yes, it was necessary because Valencia was facing a potential second flooding if it hadn't been done. We were talking about a massive endeavor 60 years ago. Unfortunately, Pedro was the player who just came in, and almost in his first or second play, he had to leave the game. He's now being assisted by the physio.
Jimmy Deadman has come on.
Oh, really? There you go. Yes.
And getting himself into trouble there. But over elaborate. But Guy Hall should be able to mop this one up at the back. But that is unfortunate for Cuenca, having just made their final substitutions, and then to lose a player.
Tell me things about Jimmy Deadman, because he is part of the staff, right?
He is, yeah. He's a kit man, and he's also worked as a groundsman at the club. Has played football. But with the limited resources, he gets a chance, and obviously with the game now safe.
Yes.
Cross coming in, that will be a corner ball going out of the ground onto the bridge there.
So possibly one lucky driver is going to find himself with a ball when driving through the bridge just above the ground. As you said, Deadman coming in. Who left, by the way?
Well, I think it looks as though it must... Was it... Well, Vaughan's still on the field. I wonder...
No, Vaughan is going to play in 90 minutes. He's ready to play 90 more minutes.
It was a sneaky substitution.
Yes.
Ennis is taking this one.
Eventually we'll find out, don't worry.
Kane looking for his hat-trick, and it comes across, it's headed away. Just looking for...
By the way, Deadman has one of the coolest surnames I've seen ever. For a player, you know.
And the player's gone off is actually Jan Palinkas.
Yes.
So Vaughan has switched.
One of my top 3 picks for MVP, because he was impossible to...
Oh, lovely ball through for Kane with a chance of a hat-trick. Great save by Dennis. Good work, good combo there from Kane and Da Costa. There are 2 candidates for man of the match. I think if Kane was to slot in a third, he would have a very strong case.
And I also point out the game being played by Vaughan.
Vaughan, yeah, very strong.
And now Cuenca-Mestallistes trying to score their second, trying to narrow the gap and to leave this game in a high note. Obviously, the 2 games against FC United were going to be very challenging, and you only have to take a glance at the score, but now
high foot there, just caught Keegan Hartley.
Yeah.
Apologies there from...
By Luzan. Cuenca-Mestallistes is captain.
Guy Hall. Now Hartley to the byline. Hartley driving into the box. Comes across, good defending. And another ball goes out of the...
This happens all the time. Yes. And by the way, we have to point out that after the injury suffered by Pedro, the referee decided, because it was asked by the bench by the dugout, and also allowed, obviously, by FC United that Ruben Bernal has come in once again.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's once
I
again
didn't know
11 against 11.
I'm sure FC would have wanted that. I didn't know whether it was something that would be allowed, whether the rule. But it's good that it is. It's
We're
good.
Talking about a friendly game ultimately,
Yeah.
so, and I think it was a very classy move by FC United allowing this. So once again, 11 men against 11 men in the final minutes of this pretty solid game through and through since the beginning. 5-1, dominating FC United.
Now, Cuenca trying to bring it away. Can they get a second goal? Hartley. Hall. Hartley. Oh, good. Break down this right-hand side. Guerrero. Oh, this is nice football on the right-hand side.
Yeah, Luzan with the deep pass. Once again, great interception by FC United's defense. So Vaughan has moved on to the center of the defense, right?
Yes,
and
that's correct.
Deadman is playing
in the right back.
back.
Mm-hmm. Here's Hall. Oh, Vaughan. Big unit, of course. Here's Da Costa, tries to turn his man, but good defending there. Throw in.
I believe that Mestallistes has tightened their defense over Da Costa in the second half. He's appeared quite less in most of the plays, but regardless, he's always very dangerous.
And this for Da Costa, takes it on his chest. Good work there. 9 minutes to go. Cuenca 1, FC United 5. 2 goals for Max Kane, looking for a hat-trick, including a penalty after he was fouled.
That would be one of the highlights in the following minutes, to see if Cuenca are able to narrow the gap and if Kane is able to score the hat-trick. On the offense, Cuenca, there we have the shot, the attempt.
That was well judged by Willen, because that shaved the crossbar.
Yes.
Perfect judgment. Many a keeper would have just stuck their hand up just in case there, but DJ was confident. Well judged. Good experience for DJ Willen.
Yeah.
Young
attempt by Ruiz, and he was an absolute eagle, you know, looking at that ball and having faith that it would be shaving off the post. Oh!
He tripped over the net there, I think, DJ.
Possibly the most dangerous thing that he has faced this night. That sound nasty.
Yes.
Kane is not happy.
I think it was 2 players going for the ball, though.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything terribly malicious there.
The sound was
it's a good through ball.
Not the greatest. Luzan with the cross and great deflection, then the chance, and it goes in.
5-2.
It goes in. Pedro with the second one. The small but skillful player finishing that second chance inside the box. Great run by Luzan, the captain on the wing, and his cross after the first deflection, not the best one, and the second chance was taken advantage by Pedro to score. The second one for Cuenca-Mestallistes.
Good finish.
Yep.
Good finish. Nothing much DJ Willen could do about that. He'll be disappointed to concede a second goal, but not a lot he could do. Well,
and allowing us to have a bit of spice.
There's 6.5 minutes for Metallistes to find 3 goals. This happened, of course.
We've seen weird stuff in football, but
in Alex Ferguson's last game for Manchester United, United were 5-2 up with a few moments to go, and it ended up 5-all.
Yeah.
West Brom.
Yeah, good memory over there.
But I don't think Neil Reynolds will be very happy.
I think that you were going to speak about that 1999 Champions League final.
No. This is more recent.
Now Cuenca-Mestallistes with nothing to lose, going full on the offense. And that is a tough challenge. And finally we got hit by the ball. Yes.
Your commentator nearly lost his head there.
We saw it coming.
Yeah, my reactions were better than
we've been asking for it the whole game. There's a foul. And booking for... Maybe Luzan was the one being booked. Ruben Bernal, who has had quite a feisty night because he got subbed, he came in once again, now he got booked. He's making the most of it.
FC giving away possession.
Ball right now, Ruben Bernal just booked. He saw a yellow, his pass got no friend to make the most of it. And DJ hates us. Here we have it, yes.
It's getting closer and closer.
DJ Willen hates us.
They've got 5 minutes to find their target.
Do you know how tough it's actually to just hit the bullseye from so far away? He has something against us, definitely.
I've been quite nice about DJ. I really don't think there's any need.
4 minutes to go, and we have to also point out, ultimately the people in attendance, I believe, will be easily around 400, between 400 and 500, which is great.
Here's Guy Hall. Kane's in the middle looking for that hat-trick. Hall, here comes Kane, but Jennings just manages to get his hands on it.
He just scraped the ball. Foul. And I think that he has some issues. By the way, only 2 players booked, both of them from the home side.
Yeah.
And now...
So, just stop. 3.5 minutes for Cuenca to find those 3 goals.
Yeah.
Time's running out.
Luzan with that pass on Navas.
Potts getting in the way.
Potts is like the no-nonsense guy. He always is very, strong in every single move. He
very experienced, very fit. Ethan Vaughan now bringing it away under pressure. Foul.
And also we had to, I believe we should point out that the referee didn't overcomplicate things tonight.
No. Yeah. Unfussy refereeing.
The best kind of referee.
Yeah. Once more, another word for Scarf, attending his first game since his brain operation. Great to see you back with us, Scarf. As a flag has gone up.
And the play is in offside, but the play goes on.
And now finally, the referee blows his whistle.
Yeah, the poor assistant was waving the flag like a madman. Two minutes to go.
It's cut off. Da Costa was waiting for that one.
Da Costa also deserves to score.
Mm-hmm.
Would be the perfect way to cap his game off.
Great assist for the second goal. Very important goal that as well in the context of the game. Here's Kane on the edge of the box. What can he do? Ball goes out to left-hand side. Guy Hall will never make that one. Throw in Cuenca. They want another goal. You can see Cuenca. They're not settling for this. There's a real energy at the game, right to the death here.
Very safe Hall throughout the whole game. They tried a nutmeg over him, it wasn't successful.
Well,
Kane is fighting for every single ball that comes slightly surrounding him.
He loved that third goal. Into the final minute. Hall's cross, who wants it? Da Costa gets ahead on it. Hartley there trying to flick it out back to Da Costa. Da Costa now. Gets a cross in, it's a decent one! And it's Wallerton, he's offside.
And that is great news for Wallerton, because if not, he would have had that kind of argument later with his teammate for stealing the thunder on the
that trick, yeah. FC bringing it away, Deadman, Da Costa. Da Costa now, down that right flank. Costa trying to twist and turn his way through. Excellent play from him. Can he find his man inside? In the end, he is dispossessed and gives away a foul. And that will do, says the referee. Well, fine contest for about an hour. And credit to Cuenca. Really made a fist of it. And then just the penalty changed things, and then a goal mistake at the back from Cuenca just after that, so it was suddenly 4-1. And then the fifth goal wrapped it up. So, but you must be pleased to have seen a good contest.
Yeah, I think so. I think that most Cuenca-Mestallistes fans are pretty happy with the overall showcase of their side. In my view, if we should pick one of the players, I would say that maybe Carlos, his first half, number 9. He was always very mobile, always on the offense. He scored a great goal, first touch finish. So that would be my highlighted player for the home side. And what about the away lads?
Well, I was really impressed with Sandro Da Costa tonight. I thought Ethan Vaughan as well. I'm tempted to give it to Da Costa as a young player coming in. It's an opportunity, and it wasn't an easy game. You know, the FC did not dominate this game in the way they did in Moston, and you know, Sandro Da Costa was tested, and I'll edge it to Sandro. And that other great performances, Max Kane up front, good second half after a quiet first half. Ethan Vaughan very strong, I thought, at right back, but I would give player of the match to Sandro Da Costa.
Absolutely. I'm 100% agreeing with my mate, and we see right now the players clapping at the fans, and you can imagine over at the YouTube stream that the bonding between the two fan bases has been absolutely amazing throughout the night. And we should wrap it up. Remember, the goals being scored in the first half, it was Charlie Ennis, a great goal at the beginning of the game. Later, the game was leveled by Carlos with a one-touch finish inside the box. Following that, Potts with a great finish volley, absolutely great, was in charge of putting the 2-1 for FC United in the first half. And in the second one, the remaining 3 goals by the away side were scored by Kane in 2 consecutive minutes, 64 and 69, and the final goal was scored by Jones. And later, Cuenca-Mestallistes were able to shave a bit of the difference with that final goal being scored by Pedro. And we see the players for Cuenca-Mestallistes now changing their shirts and their salutations with the opposition. So overall, I think we can wrap it up. It's been an absolute pleasure, obviously.
Absolutely, and good luck to you for the next chapter in your life.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad it didn't happen just yet, but a great night here in Valencia.
Absolutely, yes. So James Quinn in charge of the comments for Victor Bruna coming in. And now... Gracias, mister. And obviously the coach for Cuenca-Mestallistes. We were Paco Polita and James Quinn in charge of the comments. So from Valencia, it's been a pleasure, James.
Thank you very much.
And good night, everyone.